It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Oilers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons are 3-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Gets the dump off to Pierce. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now 3rd down and 7. And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 2nd and 1. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
Drill, 52. Stand.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Oilers.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 41 yards. And the Oilers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye,
he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, I think they were in nickel that time, which we see so often in today's NFL, and there it helped them net their first pick 6 of the contest.
Nice eyes, good observation there, partner. You nailed it. This is a defense that likes to mix up and disguise coverages, but it did end up being one of their main packages, the nickel, that fooled them that time. And they made the most of the miscue with a nice return.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
On the set.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Come on, set.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set.
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Oilers 21, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Will Anderson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
No hurry before you run your second down play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They're playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stroud on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Stroud sets up the play action. And this one is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
47-yard line.
White.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Play action. Stroud now. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud in the final seconds of the first half. And the Oilers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, break.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
That's complete to Dell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Oilers.
Stroud looking to change the play. Stroud completes this out wide. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Another carry for Pierce, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
All the way back. Hold on to it.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Green Jack. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is down to 20. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out on this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That is caught, and he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters, and this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
38.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Pierce takes it straight ahead, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Going for it with Pierce. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 89 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd down and 6. They go again with Pierce. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there, but sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, it's a